Hello, good evening everybody, how are you doing? I'm doing fine this evening. Very chilled, very relaxed, luckily. And as you can see, a little bit of new setup. I hoped that that this is a little bit different and it will be fine. I see the connection is running, so that's good. As you can see, my backdrop is a little bit different. I know I have placed it on a different side. So there's a little bit of contrast behind me that would give a little bit more of depth, I guess. I sometimes like to spice things up because it gets very boring very quickly. So, but I need to get used that my camera is there and not there anymore above my monitor. So that's a little bit of a change that I've done. Also, the kids are fine right now. They were sick the last couple of weeks. I had to work overtime in the last 5 weeks instead of getting days off just to compensate for the hours that I missed. And it was pretty tiring, but I hope we are golden right now, although it's cold in the Netherlands. I don't know if it's cold in other people's countries, but quite possibly it is. But here it was very cold. So yeah, that's how life was for me this couple of weeks. And today it's streaming day again, so that's nice. I've also been taking a look because you know that I love GreenShift, right? I love creating stuff with it. That's why we have this challenge today. And I got a little bit of a sparkly new thing kind of feeling because I bought Bricks Builder. Now, if you don't know what Bricks Builder is, let me open up my screen. There we have the screen. Bricks Builder is another visual builder. It is compared most likely with GreenShift. And here you can see a nice video or animation. I don't know what it is. Looks like a video. You can see a video playing of bricks, and I couldn't resist the temptation of buying a bricks license myself as well. So that's what I did. I bought last week a license for bricks, the unlimited website license. Now I don't know if it's needed for hobby projects, but it's fine, right? I mean, some hobbies can take a lot of money, and if it's only $600 or something, it's fine for hobby projects like mine. So I will be looking into that as well. Michael Anderson, thank you. Bricks and GreenShift are the best. I also think the same thing, and the reason why I go with Bricks Builder is because I watch a lot of tutorials and take a look at the community, and I watch Kevin Geary and Paul from WP Tuts, and they are really happy with bricks. So I was like, well, if they support it and they have a huge following, and Kevin Geary even creates products for bricks, I mean, that says a lot. And I also saw there's a lot of plugins and things being created for bricks. So for me, it feels like the new Elementor. It's also being compared to Elementor. Now, I don't think they have the same audience. And that's also what Paul says in WP Tuts, because Bricks Builder can be more advanced. The basics are still the same. You have a container, you have Flexbox, you have that sort of things. Maybe the interface is a little bit different and getting used to, but that's like with every other tool. But yeah, it's quite possibly more powerful because of the class system, and that's something that GreenShift now uses and has implemented. And I think that Igor looked at Bricks Builder and was like, well, we need to implement something like a class system as well for GreenShift. So yeah, that's what they did, and they did a very good job, if you ask me. But I'm very curious on how Bricks Builder integrates and what the overall conclusion is for GreenShift and Bricks Builder. Now, I also know that what's his name? Generate Blocks also has some feature for class first development for creating websites. only they don't have an LTD, a lifetime deal going on. So I don't know if it's for hobby projects feasible to buy in generate blocks. So if they see this live stream and would like to sponsor me, please do. Oh, sorry, please do, because I would like to play around with it. And else I will just buy a one-side kind of thing, I guess. Whoa. My mic arm is a little bit funky. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to. If you have some tips or plugins that I should buy as well for bricks, let me know in the comments, let me know in the chat, please. Because, yeah, I love playing around with new tools, and this is now my new tool. So if you have any suggestion on what kind of things I should add as well, because what I heard from Paul, there's not much needed. Maybe advanced themer, but yeah, if it's not needed, then why should I buy it, right? I mean, can get expensive really quickly, but let's see. Oh, here's Paul and Kevin. Advanced themer is a must. All right, and something like core frameworks, Michael, is that also needed, or ACS from Kevin Geary? So I will look into advanced themer as well, I guess. I saw in the Bricks group, because that's how I am. If I'm looking at a system, I always go to the communities just to see what they're saying. And I saw that the Bricks community is very active, so that's nice. And advanced themer, and yes, or ACSS. Yes, yeah, automatic CSS from Kevin Geary, right? Sorry. All right, and is that something that is a must or optional? Because I really don't know. I've never worked with both. I think Core Framework also integrates with Greenshift, so that makes more sense to use then, right? Because then you know the tool and can use it for either Greenshift or for bricks. So either way, I will need to take a look at Core Framework as well. I see. So a lot of new things to learn for the next couple of weeks, I guess. It doesn't mean that my other tutorials won't be created, but it's just fun playing toys. Secondly, I've been working on some kind of branding for my YouTube channel. I don't know if you have optional AT as ability to add classes too. I have all three. So you're highly invested. Oh man. Do you have also, what's it called? Shares in those, in the Bricks community as well? Let's see, let's go to my YouTube. No, not that one. I'm looking into my YouTube channel, and as you know, I'm creating something because in a couple of years, I hope that this could be my main thing, similar to Paul, because I really love experimenting with all kinds of tools and give you the heads up and what's new. And I created a new banner, and I was very much having fun with creating a new thumbnail. This has been updated again. I mean, I am a designer and I really like this style, so this is something you're gonna see more often. Let's see how it works out. Well, today we're going to do the Gumroad recreation we saw on Jamie's channel, Jamie Marsland. One of the bigger WordPress content creator, video maker, I don't know how you would call it. And he wanted to have a challenge with some people to recreate something. And in the beginning, they didn't know what kind of website would be recreating. And it turns out it was Gumroad. So I thought it would be a nice challenge for today to also do that, but then for Greenshift. Now, to be fair, I have a fair advantage because I already know which website is going to be recreated, and my brain already dissected in sections and what kind of things we could put in there. So let's see if it's faster or not. I'm very curious. But first up, of course, like every week, it's scary, my mic. First up, like every week, we'll go into some Greenshift news. Greenshift news. So let's change the screen again. There we go. So what have they been up to? What has Igor been up to? Or the Greenshift theme? Team. Still don't know. Are they so? Is he solo or is this a multiple person team? Sometimes I really can't say things. My native language is Dutch, so I'm sorry if I do something silly. So what have they added? They have a click infinite pagination for the query loop. And what this actually means is that you have a query loop and you had a when you scroll down, it will have an infinite scroll, so it will load the next page, and you load the next page. I can't show you because I don't have a demo set up right now. And what Greenshift has added is a button to load the next one instead of doing that automatically. Why is that a good practice from a UX standpoint? It's a good practice because people decide if they want to see more, and also if you have other contents below the thing you would like to repeat, for instance blog posts, people can scroll down to see the information after the blog post. So maybe they want to reach your footer because they are missing something in your header. So that's why it's a good UX practice to have that. So I'm happy that they added it. I asked the same question a very, very long time ago, but it wasn't in there, and I was like, okay, that's fine. Now, the second thing, many script-related blocks. So improvements in general with blocks that have scripts in them, I guess. And copy and paste by design type now supports copy and classes. So you can also you have a little brush in the quick settings where you can copy styles, and now you can also copy classes. This will make your life a little bit easier, I guess. So that's nice. And he also shared a new query loop. This is awesome, and quite possibly you can download this. Hope it's in the site. It's like the good old days where you had every website had a overview and a pop-up would show up showing the blog post itself. It's not the best for SEO, I guess. Search engine optimization, or people finding at least the information on the website. But yeah, that depends on how it's set up. But it looks awesome. So I guess this is already available in the fancy library as well, but let's see. The next update, there was a small query add-on updates, and he posted it yesterday to get set options and transients. No idea what that is. And what's next up is to get the comment queries on, so you can style the comments. That's nice. What do you think about getting data from custom tables from plugins? Do you need this? It's a very nice question. It is more of a power user thing that you would like to have access to tables from other plugins. But I can't think of anything that I would need. It could be handy. And here is the big news. This is the one I've been waiting for a long time, so I want to zoom him in. It's finally coming. Finally coming. Yes. The Figma to Greenshift conversion. Although it's a beta, I know it's gonna be better. It will only be available for the all-in-one plan users because it's still being developed, and perhaps there are some things that wouldn't work as well. And he also stated that Figma puts everything in absolute static position with pixels. He says relative positions are better, and I do agree with that, depending on what kind of design you're going with, right? So I'm very curious how this will work, but this is very awesome. Finally closer to go from Figma to Greenshift. I already showed a few weeks back a tool called UA Chemi, and I'm talking to those people as well. And the next update they have is very, very nice. So there's a way you need to set up your design before you can export from Figma to Elementor. And you need some auto layouts in there, which I think is very smart. But it needs a little bit of translation and configuration before it's perfect. So it's a little bit getting used to, but it works with Elementor and Bricks Builder. And they are expecting that in the next couple of weeks, there will be a Figma to Gutenberg converter. And the nice thing is that it will be available. And you can see how this would work. And I hope that Greenshift does a better job than UA-Chemie, but you never know, right? So this is nice. I got LTD on UA-Chemie bricks. Smart thinking, smart going. Did you use it by any chance? I did for Elementor. I used it for a work project. I bought it privately, but used it for a work project. It's fine. I liked it. It's a little bit getting used to, but yeah. And if you would like to try it out, there's a free option, 10 exports a month. So you can get a first-hand experience on how this would work with Figma to Greenshift, quite possibly. So I'm very curious how this will work. Yes, works on bricks, really good. Awesome, that's nice. Good to know. I think I'm going to create a video in the end for my first experience with bricks, just to see if this is something I can get used to and see myself using in the future as well. But for now, let's go to the main event, and that is, of course, the Gumroad recreation we saw on Jamie Marsland's thingy. What's it called? YouTube channel? Thingy. It's not a thingy. And in my title, I used hashtag JamieWP challenge. So if you would like to enter it as well, add that in so that we give a little love to our Jamie, right? I mean, he does fantastic things. And I asked him if he could share the InstaWP, and it is here. I also have it down in the description below, so if you would like to do it yourself, you can follow along or create it yourself or whatsoever. Let's also open up Gumroad, launch demo. I don't, so this is my private email, but yeah, it's fine. If you spam me, I will block you, I hope. So it's now creating a website, and here we have the Gumroad website. I don't know if it's visible or right on stream. I guess so in a few minutes. Now I go ahead and install Greenshift, because that's the tool I will be using, of course. And it doesn't need to be the paid version. I mean, the free version should be sufficient. Let's activate. Oh, damn. There's a very big error message. And I don't know what I should do with it. It's activated. Doesn't mess up our post as well. Let's zoom in also. 150. Let's see if it works. Yes, it does work. So we'll be fine. And secondly, I want to install the Greenshift theme as well. Let's go to Appearance, Themes. I don't want to use Ollie. Greenshift. Let's install and activate that one as well. Oh, I'm getting anxious. So yeah, they got a link to this page, I guess, and then they started. So let's open up. I don't know. Do you have a great timer functionality that you know of? Timer 30 minutes. Well, our time seems to be Google. Wait for it. Don't go as quickly. I never used this, so I don't know how this works out. Let's also put on some relaxing music. And I don't know if you want to see me, but you gotta deal with it. So there's our relaxing music. I don't know if it's too hard, too loud, or too soft. Do let me know. Because my voice is the most important thing for this, of course. Alright, let's start the timer. So we're going to edit this site. And I want to recreate the header first. So as I said, I am already a little bit ahead because I already know what I want to do. So sorry that I am already a little bit cheating, I guess. I don't want to add this one. We're going to add a row, and it needs to be a, I guess it would be a 2-column layout. And from that row, we will add this block in this section, and we'll add a button in here, and then another one. So we just duplicate. It's going to be login. Now I did forget something, so let's do that first. Because what I want to do, of course, is already getting the colors in. That would save me a lot of time. So we go to a green shift and then stylebook. We create a stylebook for colors. This is the wrong place. So here we already have a little bit of an issue, right? Because we need to be in the theme settings. I want my primary color to be black. Oh, there's something very off. Black, secondary color white, I guess. I said that it needs to be white. Maybe we can set it to pink. It doesn't really matter, I guess. We want our secondary button to be white, and the text needs to be black on the secondary, and the accent color will be yellow. So there we have our initial setup. We save and continue. Now on the home page, let's leave it as this. We want to change the header pattern to something like this. Dark, simple. Seems about right. I don't know. Save and continue. For the footer, 1, 2, 3 column layout. The default banner. So let's. Oh, this one is a 3-column layout. Also multiple. So we're going to choose. No, I don't want to open up this one. Save and continue. I don't want any extra pages for now, so now we have our basic setup. And we have still some time left. We're going to go to our editor again. And in the editor, we will go to our patterns and then our header pattern. And now we can change it more easily, I hope. Let's put this a little bit on the side. Let me put in a, so this is the default version. We don't want a logo in here. We do want our buttons. Now I don't want to use the default option, so that's a little bit done for nothing. So we're going to set, but it is full width, so it can be a container instead of a row. We can add a container in there and then put in our navigation. And then we need 2 buttons in a container. So we'll add a container and then add 2 buttons. Where's my container now? No, I don't want that in there. I want container there. switch for a button again. So we're gonna add in button. We're just gonna just duplicate that one. The background is going to be white. Typography is going to be black. This one doesn't need to have a border radius at all. Doesn't seem to work right now. That's a shame. So we have to set it in here. And we set it all to 0. Then we grab our container and set our parent container. So that needs to be one higher. There's no container in there, so we'll group them together, put it around a container. And for the container, we're going to use, I guess, CSS Grid or Flexbox is good enough. And also Flexbox for that one. I'm going to remove this one, and I want to have the between. And then if we hit save, then we can see it on our front end as well. So now it's from side to side. The font size, the default font size is different. We can change that in the settings later. So we have this one already, and here it says login, and the other one is start selling. This is a little bit of an issue. A Gutenberg issue, not a GreenShift issue. I can't see my text in here. And I guess this is the wrong navigation. Could I pull in a other navigation? Before dash navigation. Yes, there it is. We can remove this one. And if we hit save, where's my button now? Button login. Yes, and the text needs to be black. Where is it? Stack row. What the hell is happening? I guess that's a bug, so we just delete it. Duplicate this one, set the first one to login, change the settings on this one. Text needs to be black, and the background needs to be white. And if we save now, it should be fine. Then we go back and edit our front page. So there's a block. And before we add a logo, because if you scroll down, only navigation bar will stick. So we add a logo. Could it be the side logo? It isn't the side logo. Let's go for the Gumroad. 200. I guess this one is it. We make it as large as possible. Now it's using the default thingy. So we add a advanced image, and the advanced image will make sure we need to make sure that it isn't in the header but above. We select it from the media library again. This is the white. Well, if this is the largest one, SVG, but I think we can't change the SVG, but we can change the size. So we set it to 100 view width, so it will take on the view width. We change the spacing around. I think this could also be set by default somewhere, so we need to change that in a little bit. So in top we'll be having 1, left and right we'll be having 2 padding. I guess that's enough spacing. For the navigation, we're going to change it, so we're going to edit the navigation. And for the container, we'll be adding a border of 1 pixel and then black. It will add a top and a bottom border. And for the container, there needs to be a border as well. We can also set it as the button, then it will be more coherent. So we set a black border. Now it isn't full black border, so we need to change these settings a little bit. That needs to be only one side. I thought there would also be an option. Right, they did it in a different way. So from left to right, add one black, right one, then also black, and then we just don't want to change everything, so we're going to do this a little bit manually. Left there will be one pixel black, come on, and right there will be one pixel black. And so now we have changed our header. We'll go back to our front page, that's in templates. Here it is. We didn't set our heading to be sticky, so we need to set that to sticky. Let's see. And we can select this one. Because we are not having a container above it, we need to set it in here, position sticky, and we set it to 0. Then we need to make sure that in our front page template, see, I thought this would be easier going back to another page. In our front page template, we need to make sure that we have a container wrapping it all. So we'll add or just select them all. Scroll all the way up, and there should be a button to wrap it all in a container. This means quite possibly that this will stick when we scroll down. Let's hit save and view it on the front page. No, it isn't sticking. It doesn't matter. Let's go for the next section. We'll delete that one. And afterwards, it is a 2-column layout. So we go in here, add a flex, add a row, but it is full width, but that's fine, of 2-column layout. Now I can't select anything in here because we need to add this as a parent. So we're going to remove it, and it needs to be grouped in a group. And then it has the content width settings, else it isn't available. So now we can see it is available, and we want the group itself. This can stay the same, it's fine. It means that we can set this to full width, the header to full width. I think there's an easier way of setting this up, but yeah, let's roll with the punches, as I sometimes say. So there's a 2-column layout. That's the next section. In there we have a row. And it's full width, and then we have a heading. Now there's 16 minutes left, so if you're following along, you are under pressure. Now this is very bad UX design, because I don't know when it's selected, so I guess we need to make this a little bit larger. How does your channel banner work? Yes, it does automatically update. It's nice, right? I use Mercury. You can find it, it's from Elements. Let's see, let's change the topography. I want this to be huge. Gigantic. I was almost saying it in a Dutch way. And then we set the font weight to normal. And then afterwards we add a 3. We add a text in there, and then afterwards we add a advanced button, and the advanced button starts selling. Oh, wow, that's impressive. Yes, I was also nerding out about it. It's very nice. Let's see. Save. And that's why I usually have also another page open just to go easily to my theme settings, because I saw a difference in the button, so we can change that immediately. So here we have a button, and what we would like to change is the amount of border we have. We have a 3 pixel border and needs to be black. The roundness of the border I meant. Then we hit save. So that can be fixed right now. Next up is the image on the right side. There's also some G-zip animations going on. I don't think I have enough time to get them in there as well. So we add the nice pink thingy, and then we have that one in there. So we add a border of 1 pixel, and then set it to black. So we have also a border around that one. Now I don't know why it doesn't go all the way to the end in here. And I think the border is fine. I don't think it's on the left and the right. So that's a little bit awkward. So we need to reset this one. And this is where I think a lot of speed up can be saved. Because some tools just give you the option to do everything at once, at least from top to bottom or something. So it makes it a little bit easier. Anyway, let's continue. We add another border to the first column, and then we add it to the right, and then we set a 1 pixel. Now we do have a row inside here we would like to change, so we're going to change the background, and because we set it up earlier we can just pick pink. The only difficulties we have right now is that it isn't full width, so we need to change that. What we also can do is select our row and then change the background into a gradient, and the gradient goes from where are my color options in here. That is something that doesn't speed up my process, but luckily there's also no color picker, so this is silly. This is very silly. That doesn't work. We can set it to yellow, and perhaps we can change the size of this one to be 100%. That can't be done because of some kind of setting in row, which makes our lives a little bit sillier. So we will add a container in here, and the container needs to be full width, and in the container there will be 2 containers as well, so we duplicate that one, and in the first container our content will go in there, and our second container our image will go in there. So I need to recreate a little bit of the row because of some functionalities that I don't know by heart right now how to fix it. I do know how to fix it in here, so we can set it to flex. Still, there will be some issues, and I can't undo it all. This is sad life. Let's add again a row, because yeah, that's just easier. As you can see, the contents of this container is now not spilled in a correct way. I want to select those and remove them in there again. This is really awesome. Gumroad not working with me. Now we can select the row again, row, full width, and then we can remove this one again, container. I don't know why, I don't know how I can set that the width is full. Sometimes it can be so easy, right? And then we can set our first column again with a background that we would like to have, a background of pink, and then the second column. There we go, that looks a little bit better. Sometimes if you're doing arrays, it gets hard to see how fast you need to go, right? Let's set it to this one, and this one can be a flex box, and then we set it to center. And the same goes for the first column. We set it to flexbox and we want everything centered. It needs to go from left to top to bottom, and it doesn't need to be centered, it needs to be left aligned. I guess in Gumroad there's a little bit more of spacing going on. Let's see if we save this. I guess we can do that by adding a padding all around. Let's say refresh. So there we go. The button doesn't look good. Let's fix that later on. So we need to add, quite possibly there needs to be a little bit padding in here. So we should have set it up differently. Let's go into our settings, theme settings, and then in our global settings, I want all my values to be rems. Saves me a lot of time. And then we can refresh this page. And we can open it up. And then in the column, we can add some spacing of 2 rem all around, maybe even more. Let's add 4. I think that Gumroad even uses dynamic spacing. But let's go with this one for now. They also have 2 other images in there. They're floating. So what we can do is just go to the next section, because those are details. So let's add afterwards another row, and it is a 1-column layout with a advanced text advanced, and then we go select this one. Come on. There we go, and we set to center. Now we want the typography to also be a little bit bigger, as I saw, so it needs to be a 3. Sounds about right. Then afterwards we add another image, advanced media library. Where's the dude? I don't see the dude. So I don't think this is available. So we'll skip that. Oh, here it is. There's our party member. So we add another container, I guess. We add another container. And in the container, we want the background to be yellow. And border radius, not of the image, but of the... that means that we need to disable this one back. So that's a little bit of a bug. Let's see. We go downwards, border. We set a radius of, I don't know, 550. Yeah, that looks a little bit of right. Then we align, set the flex and align it to center. There we go. Oh, I really love this chill vibes, by the way, from the music. And let's change the image size to be, I don't know, what is it, small? Yep, sounds about right. Now there's also some spacing going on, so let's add a little bit spacing in there as well. Add and 2 rem. And there's also more spacing going on there, so we add even more rems to them. Now that is also a section. So the next section are a 2-column layout. So let's add a row, and let's add 2 rows, make them full width. There needs to be some way to automate it, but I can't think of a way of doing that. Now I don't want my content to be boxed, I want it to be full. Then we add a, let's see, text advanced. And then we copy the contents of this one. And we change the size for the preset sizes that are available. I guess this needs to be gigantic, not gigantic, like, so He did pronounce it right this time. It is centered, so that's fine. And then we add... It's bad UX that I can't see what if I'm copy and pasting it or not. But it's fine. I mean, I assume that they are not expecting someone to copy and paste their text, right? Let's assume that. Place bets, that's exciting. So in this section we want the background color to be, let's see, pink, and this one was the darker pink. So we don't have that right now, but we can do something. Oh, let's see, like this. Where is it? Where we select the column, then we go to background options, click our background, called the color picker, and we can grab a color from another site. So there we have that one, and I think this needs to be bigger. Oh, where is it? Gumroad. All the things open. I lost my Gumroad site, so there we have it. Scroll a little bit down. There's some spacing, a lot of spacing going on, so let's add a spacing in here as well. We add, I don't know, I think 5, no, not margin, padding, 5 on both of them. And this one now also looks good actually. Let's add the same kind of padding. Let's go to, damn it, this one. There we have another section. This one, don't want this to be open for now. Only makes me confusing. Add afterwards, 3 minutes left. Ooh, the pressure is rising. Well, what we also could do is just duplicate the previous one, right? Hello Tony, how nice of you to join. I'm in the middle of the what is it? The Jamie challenge. So you just called me doing some things. Let's add the image. Let's have a look. There we have this kind of guy, right? And here we have the other kind of guy. Image, advanced image, media library. There's our square guy. Here's the square guy. And now we need to get flexbox and set it to align to center. And for this one as well, not the image, but the column. It's Rush Hour. Oh, that was a good movie, by the way. Rush Hour. You're my first, my last, my everything. Do, 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 do. Rick Damone Jr. Oh man, so many good memories. Let's see. And let's add that one and add a background color of yellow, and then add, let's see, spacing and also padding, about 5, right? We did it. So we could set it as a default padding, but yeah, too little time, I guess. So there we go. Next section will be a center section. So we add afterwards, let's just add rows, right? I mean, we're rowing your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to heading. That's, by the way, a reference to Rowan Atkinson as well. I really love the guy. He's a very good good comedian. Let's see. Let's put it in there like that. Set this to center. I guess this is set to center as well. And we can play around. Because we used a different one, we need to add another text font in there. So we can set it around, and then we don't have the size option in here. That would be nice. I guess that's not something people would like to have in general, right? We set a max width of, what is it? 60 characters? Seems right. And then we need to set the spacing from left to right to auto. Now, if you don't know how I do this, you don't see it in here a little bit. There's an arrow, and then you can type in anything you would like to have, which is very good. And one of the little things that is just hidden away, but so powerful, just like these settings. I mean, oh, this is amazing that this is just available, right? Let's add another button. Add afterwards / advanced. Ah, the timer is over, so that was it. There we go. 0 on the clock. Whew. We got a long way. Let's pause this for a little bit. Press OK, and then we hit save. Let's see how far we have come. I think it is a great end. There's still some things that are not nicely aligned because of the default way of how GreenShift is set up. It's the way it is, right? So let's see. This is the version from them. Ah, damn it. They have a hover setting. I didn't see that. And the default hover settings from the pricing is good as well. Let's see them side by side. So the left version is mine, the right version is from Gumroad itself. I guess we need to scroll a little bit downwards because of the admin bar. Maybe I can just remove it. Whew, that was stressful, by the way. It looks cool for 30 minutes. Yeah, yeah, I also think so. Let's see. Can we see how much this is? Some margin has been added, right, to this. I want to see the margins. Give me the margins. Can we just go like this? I mean, there are always multiple ways, right? So there we go. My version and their version. I was pretty... Damn it, the border isn't added. I thought that I added. So this is the 30-minute run. Woof! Did I do a better job than, what's their name? Brian and Mike, right? Or not? Please let me know in the chat or in the comments down below. But this is the version I got in 30 minutes using GreenShift. And as I stated earlier, I did have an advantage over them because I already know which site they were recreating, Gumroad. And also my brain had some time to already deconstruct how I would approach things. So that's just how my brain works. It's like, oh, Gumroad, let's try to break down every section. And I already knew how I could set up certain kind of things. Yeah, I am happy with actually how it looks. It looks like some things are different. Ooh, would be nice. I could also take more time to get in the little things, but if I work with, I'm planning to get clients again, and then it's very nice to first have the whole page and then optimize it. So that was a little bit of my approach as well. It looks cool in 30 minutes. Thank you, Tony. And a good job. Better. Awesome. So if we scroll downwards and we compare it, this is a little bit bigger. And they have the head outside as well. So that could be done. I am wondering, how did they do this? How these kind of things? Is that an SVG or something that is nicely designed in there? Loop, toe. Bro, character, sorry. Sometimes I'm so Dutch, I don't know why. In the circle, container. I don't know time to deconstruct it. I guess this is just a background and then they put in this or they put in SVGs. No, I think there's a this is a little bit bigger than theirs. Can be fixed next time. Oh, they made it in Webflow. Nice. So there's a little bit difference in sizes. make your own road. We almost had a button. Well, I'm actually pretty happy, and we also have a little bit of the footer layout as they did as well. Now I did notice that they were working on the feature section, this one. Up next, it would be nice if Jamie could say, all right, I want you to recreate these sections and then choose 3 sections or 4 sections. I mean, how many did we create? We created the heading, then the navigation as well. So does that count as 2 or 1? I don't know. Then we have this kind of sections. That's at least 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are very easy actually. And then 6 sections in 30 minutes. Wow. We did a fast thing. I don't know if you see my previous live streams, but then we get into 3 kind of things, right? Yeah, I am happy with the experience, and yeah, as you could see, I am also still struggling with some things, so that's also good to know. I don't know how to set up everything perfectly, but yeah, still, I think I got a long way in a pretty nice manner. I don't understand why the borders are not showing in here. Because if I remember correctly, I did add it, so I'm wondering what's... Oh, let's make that one smaller. Let's add it to the side. Whew, I'm happy. Whew. Have you also done the challenge, the Gumroad challenge? Did you just follow along with me, or didn't you? I'm very curious. Let me know in the chat or comments. I did like the experience, by the way. Let's see. I see. Did I forget to add the border? Perhaps I didn't hit save then. Border. Yep, there's no border there. I added perhaps in the first version, but not in the second version. It's fine. We got this done in 30 minutes. So that's actually it, what I had planned for today. I'm pretty pleased with the results and speed. Next time I will be faster. Now do notice I also have applied to the challenge from Jamie. So in the future, perhaps I will be accepted to do the challenge as well. So Jamie, if you're watching this, please add me to the challenge grid as well. Would be nice. All right, that's it. Now I've also been up to something. Or you've been up to something? Yes, I've been up to something. Let's see. Let's log in here. Oh, I need to for a second switch my screen because I need to log in and my. There we are again. I need to type in my password. Let's see, is it this one? Because I've been making something. And I guess it was a different one. And it's fine. We just fire up a new one. Let me share my screen again. I saw in the Facebook group of Greenshift. So let's open up the Facebook real quick, right? That, let's see, Greenshift community. And there was a post from Mohi, if I remember correctly. Gumroad. I've been experimenting with showing emotions in the thumbnails because quite possibly humans feel connections to it. And I'm a human too, so I don't know if I acting right way, but perhaps in the future. Let's see. I did feel under pressure, so maybe I could get it still from the from this version. Where is it? Oh, the size is so big. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's from a very long time ago. Where is it? Where is it? As you can see, I'm very active in the GreenShift community. Ah, here it is. So if you miss anything from me, go back in the GreenShift community and you will find everything that I made. You can also look at my YouTube channel. If you, by the way, like this challenge, let me know in the comments down below. Should I follow Jamie's challenge next time again, or should I do another challenge? I know that Igor from GreenShift already said there should be a challenge that you can use only one element, and guess which element it is. If you're not familiar with GreenShift, you are not able to guess, I guess. Let me show you that real quick. Taste WP, no, yep, it's Insta WP. So there's a block we can use to cheat if we're going to build a one block website, because this one can be any HTML tag, so that's nice. So perhaps that's a nice challenge for the next one, that we do the Jamie challenge, but only using this one block. How fast can we go in 30 minutes? Would be fun, I guess. But I was inspired by Mohi. He shared this this video from Jamie, and I also saw it. It was a very good one about the class morphism, and it got me thinking. If people like that and they are not afraid of using something like CSS, then, and I know CSS very well as well, why shouldn't I create things for the Gutenberg editor as well? So that's what I did. So let me get it up real quick. We have the taste WP, Insta WP kind of thing, right? So we add home post, add a new post. Now I already pre-made this, and this will be something that will be available in the future as well. I guess our image is not available. Let's see if we can fix that real quick. Image. We can replace it. Open media library. Hey, there's a lot of images in here. Let's use one of those. So we need to do kind of this. The second row will be deleted. And then we duplicate a few of these ones. This one needs to be duplicated once. So I've been working on a, what's it called? A thingy. And what is the thingy? The thingy is an infinite looping screw carousel for Gutenberg. So I've made some CSS and that kind of things. Let's see. I can just. Oh, you can also copy it above here, right? Oh, I made an upsie. Let's just copy it and go to your home page, because we want to see it on the front page. That is much easier. So let's go to the home page, paste it in, exit editor, and here we have our nice couple of ladies. And if we open it, the styles tab, I've made a nice little CSS. So if we go to, where the hell is it? Layout. There was a way of adding your custom CSS as well, right? Position advanced. Help me out here. Where's the place where you can add custom CSS? Here it is. If we paste it in there, there we go. It's infinite scrolling. And it's just a marquee effect. And I've looked at some tutorials on how to create it, of course, and then come up with this this CSS that will be available as of tomorrow, because tomorrow or maybe Thursday I will be recording a video. And what you can do is also, it is now infinite scrolling, and this is purely CSS, so nothing else. And we can add something to our group as well. And as you can see, it's not green shift, it's all this. And what is this? This is all the Gutenberg blocks. And if we add faded and we hit save, you can just preview it also on the website. Now, if we add class faded, it doesn't do anything. Why doesn't do anything? Because it has the dot there. And if we remove it, you can see it fades out on the edges. Wow, beautiful. Look at how that looks. Oh, Lex is such a smart guy. Oh, thank you for saying that. You're so kind. Let's add... Oh, by the way, Tony, I don't know if you're still in here. I bought bricks. I hope I won't regret it. And if you're not here, then I still have bought bricks. Just to see how it is. As you can see, you can also resize it, and then still it gets faded from the edge to edge, and it feels like infinite scrolling, if I remember correctly. Now I'm still trying to define how the CSS works, because I want to have also an option to have it go vertically and also reversed. So I am nice. Luckily you're there. I've bought bricks. Too expensive. Yes, I can imagine. I just finished a project for a person that I know, and I was like, I'm going to go for it. I just want to experience how it is, and I see a little bit of the same things happening with the greenshift. So now we have this version. If you hover over it, it doesn't stop, right? But if you add class on hover paused, it will pause on hover. So I'm trying to figure out which kind of things we can add even more. So the next couple of things that I still want to add, and I guess I will be doing that tomorrow, is adding on view and on scroll action. I want the timeline to switch, that when you scroll down that it does pan around a little bit. But it didn't get to work. This is the first time using this, and this is also a new feature, so I don't know if it's active by default. So we have a fallback, but it would be nice that this would work. At least I would see it working. So I've been working on that. And the next, so it will be on view or on scroll. I don't know what this does, so I need to figure out how this works, and I will break down what each section of this will do. And yeah, those are the last changes actually. This can also be used with greenshift, and I'm also thinking of using greenshift to generate a looping carousel, an infinite scroll thingy carousel. Should I use infinite scroll or infinite carousel? Leave a comment down below if you would like to me change the classes. But yeah, this was inspired so by a post by Mohi in the greenshift group for the class morphism, and I was like, well, I can create this, and I want to use greenshift to make a infinite scroll generator that you can just say, all right, I want the infinite scroll, I want to have a class of has faded, I want it to be horizontal or vertically, I want to act on scroll, and that you can also set these settings if you want to change speeding. So stay tuned. I am curious if I can build it in greenshift to be automated a little bit, and it automatically creates the CSS that people can copy and paste. So quite possibly that would be possible. I don't know how, when, but would be one thing. So that's what I've been working on, I've been doing, I've been loving to do. And also mention how you should set this up, because you need to duplicate a row, else the duplicated content wouldn't be big enough, and you don't see the nice, what's it called? Nice infinite feeling. But yeah, I guess that's it. It was fun doing the Gumroad kind of thing. I don't guess I will be doing another one from Jamie next week, because I don't know if it's relevant enough. If you think it is fun and you want to see me create another website in 30 minutes, leave it in the comments down below, because I think you won't be chatting. And yeah, else I guess I will wait with live streaming. I just want to do more videos, because I see that short videos makes more sense. People are more interested in that one than seeing this kind of videos, the long live videos. I guess I will download the live video as well and just cut out the Gumroad site experience. So if you have missed it, that you can just rewatch that section and not the whole live stream, which takes about, what's it now? 1 hour and 10 minutes. Nobody will watch it, right? And that's actually it. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you like this kind of videos, and if you would like to see more or other kind of things in the live stream or me creating in the video, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you all on the next one. Keep designing.